So I was asked to share a little bit about my personal story and also some with ministry. So I first came across Unbound in 2013 when a friend of mine gave me a pack of CDs. You remember those things that we used to put in our cars, right? Before we used our phones and everything else to stream. And the reason why the CDs is important is because when they first gave it to me, I literally put it in the trunk of my car. And so for about 5, 6 months, I drove around with the CD set of the Freedom in Christ conference in the back of my car, quite literally. And then I was going to the ordination of a priest who was becoming a bishop, who was a great mentor to me. And it was a kind of a rougher spot in the ministry for me during that time. And so I said, I'm going to be on this drive because, again, I'm in Texas, so it takes 4.5 hours for us to get everywhere, okay? So basically, I ended up listening to the entire CD set while I'm driving. And by the time I'm finishing that, I'm renouncing stuff, giving stuff over to God, etc. Because I drove by myself, so, I was just doing it, right? And it was a very powerful experience. I like to say it was one of my most powerful drives in many ways during that time. So that was kind of my introduction. And from that part, then I decided to read Unbound after hearing those talks. Then I went on a priest conference that was happening in Florida. But I started to do it in ministry in different ways. One of the first times actually I did in ministry was literally within prison ministry. And it was because it was something that I had been asked to hear confessions for some of the prisoners at this particular facility. And there were those that came to me that weren't coming for confession. I was like, Lord, what am I supposed to do? I know you want me to pray with them. And he says, you remember the Unbound model? And I was like, oh, yeah, okay. So literally with these prisoners, I'm praying through the 5 keys with them and seeing some amazing stuff happening. So we talk about those being set free, right? So literally those that were in the jail system. So that was some of my first time of praying. Then I started praying with a lot of individuals in my parishes. One of my favorite ones of ministry, though, came during the time of, I know we try to block it out of our minds, but during the shutdown time periods. And the reason why is because I would say that's one of the most powerful times, I think, of praying with the 5 keys and using the Unbound model. Because, as I know we don't like to remember it, but I was blessed, my area opened up much earlier than some others. But what I found is a lot of people let stuff back in. And so it was a very busy few months of praying through with a lot of folks and helping them. And I truly believe that it's because of the 5 keys and the Unbound model of why my parish was able to recover from kind of the things that happened during that time period. And from when I was a pastor back in 2019, so I became a pastor about 6 months before all the shutdowns happened, my parish has actually doubled. So we were getting 2,500 back in 2019. We're getting about 5,000 a weekend now from that. And for those in ministry, that's not usual, unfortunately, these days. You're doing pretty good if you recover to your pre-pandemic level. But I credit the 5 keys. So we're blessed to have 10 teams that pray with our English community, and we have 35 teams with our Spanish community. And in our Spanish community, we have 40 that are in training right now, going through the level 1 CDs. So some great stuff. But I truly believe that that's what helped us to recover so quickly, and not just to recover, but to keep going forward. And I share that because something just the Lord was putting on my heart is that there's some that might be still experiencing some discouragement from those times. And so especially just want to witness to the power of the 5 keys and the Unbound model of helping parishes to be able to recover from that time period, not just recover. To me, something that I like to talk to a lot of folks, I'm just like, it's not just about recovering. It's like we can literally double. And I think there's some that unfortunately have forgotten to have that kind of hope and to believe what the Lord can do out of this particular time. So I offer that for anyone who especially needs to hear those words and those encouragement with what you're doing. So blessing to be with you all, and thank you for all that you all do as well.